So MSNBC's Joy Reid has an explanation for Trump's domination in Iowa. Let's see if you can guess. I'll give you three options. Number one, global warming. Number two, Russia. And number three, white Christians, by which she means racist, by which she means she hates white people. And you guessed it, it's number three, although I'm sure she'll work in global warming and Russia at some point. What else could it be? Now, it's all ironic because as far as I can tell, Joy Reid is the most racist person on television. And because the worst people in the world accuse you of doing what they're doing, well, I guess that's why she has a job at MSNBC. But yeah, it's not hard to guess what her reasoning is, because that's her reasoning for everything. Let's see, Joy Reid says DeSantis' warning to looters in Ian's aftermath is like racist threat from segregationists. Because if you've ever watched her show, you know that looting is good. Here, MSNBC's Joy Reid. Close presidential race shows great amount of racism and anti-blackness in the U.S. Of course, there could be no other explanation. Here, at religious extremism mixed with white nationalism is straining our democracy to the breaking point. Well, it's actually a constitutional republic, but I guess she can dream. Of course, Tucker is racist, no matter what he says. I mean, obviously. And don't forget that creeping white nationalism has infected the GOP. And this is what I found in literally like 30 seconds. There's hundreds, probably thousands more. So very predictably, here she is blaming white Christians for Trump domination in Iowa. Let's take a look at this nonsense.
Important sort of data point, and you know, Steve talks about it a lot. He's going to probably talk about it a little more tonight. Is that these are white Christians? That this is a state that is overrepresented by white Christians that are going to participate in these caucuses, yes. Especially tonight.
Well, I know that MSNBC prefers Satanists, but come on, this is getting ridiculous.
Earlier today, reached out to Robbie Jones, from the Public Religion Research Institute, knowing that we were going to talk about Iowa. And this is a hyper-evangelical white state. And he said the following to me: Iowa is about 61% white Christian. The country as a whole is approximately 41% white Christian. And in Iowa, we're talking about evangelical white Christians. And he said the following. Because I asked him, what do they get out of supporting Donald Trump? Because he keeps losing, he keeps delivering losses and losses and losses.
And about 10 seconds after this clip, they called Iowa for Trump in a landslide.
And he said the following: they see themselves as the rightful inheritors of this country, and Trump has promised to give it back to them.
And of course, it's important to listen to lunatics who write things like, white supremacy is a threat to public health.
All the things that we think about electability, about, you know, what are people gaming out, or none of that matters when you believe that God has given you this country, that it is yours, and that everyone who is not a white conservative Christian is a fraudulent American, is a less real American. Then you don't care about it.
Yes, this is according to somebody who knows the answer before she's heard the question every single time. Spoiler alert. It's white people's fault. So there you have it. It's those darn white Christians again, wanting to participate in their electoral process. And the implication is obviously clear. It's totally transparent. These are white Christians. And you know what they are? That's right. They're racists. And we know it because extreme bigot Joy Reid can really talk about nothing else. Says here that the remainder of Reid's analysis continued in the same vein. She claimed that racism in the Republican Party was the reason for former Governor Nikki Haley's third-place finish behind Trump and Governor Ron DeSantis. Quote, "It's the elephant in the room. She's still a brown lady that's got to try to win in a party that is deeply anti-immigrant, which accepts the notion that you can say immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country," Reid said. Well, first off, I thought the elephant in the room was that she's a rhino and seen as a warmonger. And let's edit this next part to make it reflect reality. She's still a brown lady that's got to try to win in a party that is deeply anti-illegal immigrant, and which nobody in the party can say immigrants are poisoning the blood of the country because that would be instantly disqualifying. Unlike MSNBC, where you can just go ahead and say that Iowa is overrepresented by white Christians. And that's a bad thing. Because, like, anti-racism or something, I guess. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.